Hi, everyone. Today we're speaking again to our wonderful EU citizenship specialist, Marina. Hi, Marina.
Hi, Eva. Nice to be back.
Yes, welcome. We want to talk about something that people often get a little bit confused about. There are a couple of companies that produce something that's called Passport Index. And the way they present that information is which passport is the most powerful, right? Where is Germany on that ranking?
So as of this year, 2023, it's ranked the second worldwide, the second most powerful passport. It's the first one in Europe. So we're leading there, and worldwide we're on second. So they base it on the rating, how easy it is to travel with a passport.
Okay.
So that's why Germany is so incredibly high in that ranking, because it gives you access to, I think, 191 countries visa-free. So that you can travel without, applying for visas beforehand. That takes a long time to be approved and is a hassle. So they have a lot of partnerships with different countries, which allows you to travel visa-free for a certain amount of days. So that's,
and of course that's very handy because by the time you apply for a visa and by the time they grant, you might not want to go anywhere because some countries are pretty bureaucratic. So if you have access to most countries in the world without a visa, that's a massive advantage, right?
Yes, absolutely. And a lot of clients, go that pathway of having German citizenship as well as to them maybe American citizenship, because a lot of people travel for work all the time. Europe is big with that sort of stuff, and they travel to different European countries in one month or 2 months, and for them it's obviously a huge advantage if that saves time and the, like you said, the matters of applying for different kinds of visas for every country.
Yeah, so that's one advantage where if you are a holder of German citizenship or passport, you can enter 190 odd countries visa-free. But the other main benefit, of course, is that if you are a German citizen, you get what?
Well, you get lots. We have, I think we did a different video on all the, like, for retiring and education.
Yes.
I mean, it's all if you plan on living there or for a certain period of time. I always say to clients that think about it and they might have children that are in their 20s, it's like, I mean, I knew when I was 20, I was like, I would pack my bag and I just wanted to travel everywhere. And I only had my German passport, which is great for Europe. But I would have loved to have another passport, and just feel freer. So they can just study in Germany or Spain or wherever they like to go. So there's lots of benefits from the German passport.
Yeah, and in fact 27 different European states, once you hold your German passport, you also hold European citizenship. So for an American or an Australian or somebody from South Africa, New Zealand, or outside of Europe, it's really either a passport or bureaucracy. Like there's to get a visa or visa with working rights is extremely difficult, and you're also dependent on your employer. So if it's an employer or university sponsored visa, you really are very closely tied in with those requirements, whilst this gives you total freedom, right?
Yes, correct. And a lot of people don't even know about that, because some people think that, you get a German passport, but that's it. But it is a German passport, yet it's in a lovely red color and it says European Union on it.
Yes.
That gives you the freedom to 27 countries. And it's great. You don't have to, you can decide tomorrow if you're in Germany, you're going to Italy. You can decide that night you're booking that flight to France tomorrow. It's very easy. And I think if you live in another country, you realize how easy it was when you lived in Europe before, because
and I think a lot of people are into that sort of freedom. I think particularly out of COVID, where we were really very limited as far as where we could go, what we could do, having that plan B, that second passport, is really important. So to summarize, if anyone is interested in pursuing this and holding the second strongest passport in the world. Do you know what the first one is, Marina?
I actually don't. I was just thinking that.
Okay, we might have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure which one is the first one.
Okay, well,
Definitely not European, so because we're the first in Europe, so
maybe Japan or something like that. But
I
we'll
would
find out.
assume something like that. But
Yeah, we'll find out and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
But if anyone's considering getting a second passport, if you do have German heritage, what we can do for you is assess your eligibility free of charge. There's absolutely no obligation for you to proceed with our services, but at least you get a clear picture if you qualify and if you qualify under which pathway. So Marina's the person to contact about that. Thanks, Marina, for today.
Absolutely. Thank you. Bye.